Hello, Janet. How are you? I know a lot going on with your family. I hope everything worked out. So let's start our practice today. We do this morning routine to get our bodies, uh, brain, and also our hearts ready for the work. Getting energy into the body, getting all the stresses, tensions out of the body by stretching and deep breathing, and focusing our mind here and now and carrying that presence to the work. And also, we are going to do the principle of giving from the heart. Kind of remember that and take it to the work too. If you do these three, then you won't be accumulating stress in you. You are enough energy to do the work, enough focus to do the work, and also giving from your abundance of your heart rather than aiming for something that may not last for long. Okay, so let's focus on that and take our body to encounter the stresses that we create by our own reactions, by our lack of focus, by wanting to gain something without recognizing we are enough as we are. Okay, so in this morning routine we kind of work on the body by stretching and deep breathing. We kind of try to focus on being in the present and taking that to the work by deep breathing and also focusing. And if the thoughts take you somewhere, bring them back to the breath. Okay, that's how you employ your uh, presence here. And also, any thoughts come up, try to observe them, study them. Okay. Now, we're going to go at first do our breathing first, and then we're going to uh, do the asanas, which are called postures, right? We will do 10 of them today. And then we're going to go to the deep breathing in a formal way. And then we'll go to do the really identifying who we are and staying with that identification of the inner spirit, inner being, inner consciousness, and treating body, mind as our valuable tools, wonderful tools that we can manage by ourselves without them leading us. Okay, so let's start first with the Bastrika, which is done with the empty stomach, right? So you do that empty stomach. Is better. That means before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, I would prefer to do this. Okay, sit straight, either in the chair or on the floor or on the bed, wherever you want. Your spine should be straight as much as possible. And now take a deep breath in through the nose. As you take the breath in, you see the abdominal wall raising. And as you breathe out, abdominal wall going into the stomach. Okay, let's start. 7 count breathing, hold for 4 count, and breathe out for 8 count. Empty stomach, erect posture, movement of the abdominal wall with the breath. Coordinate body, breath, and brain. 2 complete. 3 complete. 4 more to go. 3 more to go. 2 more to go. Last one. Okay, that is Bastrika. Done before eating anything on empty stomach. Now, at half age, you can do the second variety of breathing many times. Sit in the chair, keep your spine erect, and bend your elbows and then show the palms to the camera. And as you take a deep breath, take the hands up all the way and bring them down with breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the last one, which is a deep diaphragmatic breathing. Clasp your hands and keep them under the chin. And now, as you breathe in, let the elbows raise above the shoulders and all the way, and let your head bend backward as you take the deep breath through the nose. On the top, open the mouth and whisper the word ah and bring the elbows down, head to normal place. As you breathe out, it's a word ah. One, two, three, four more to go. Three more to go. This is just to warm up, okay? Two more. Last one. See, that is the warm-up breath that we start with. Now we're going to bend our spine, okay? Clasp both hands together and show the hands to the camera by extending the elbows forward and take them up, 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 and stretch to the sky, both elbows, okay? And now twist to the left side. First the body, and then twist the head over the left shoulder to the back. 3 breaths. Come to the center. Now twist to the other side, right side, and turn the head over the right shoulder to the back. 3 breaths. Come to the center, and now extend the elbows to the sky and lean back with the hands and elbows and also your head and neck. 3 breaths there. Come to the center and take the hands down, down, down towards the feet as you bend forward at the low lumbar spine, and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe out and bend forward. Now come up, and there you go. Let the hands rest on the knees and take 3 deep relaxing breaths. As you breathe out, let go everything, all the tensions, all the worries, all the, remembrances, whatever. Let them go and come to the present moment. Be here and now, okay? Following the breath, the sensation of the breath going in and out, that's what you want to focus on. If you wander away from that, bring it back. That is the training I want you to do all this hour. This is the hour of awareness, hour of alignment of body, brain, and breath. Okay? We will be getting alert, awake, and aware for the A. We will be energized for the E. We will be insightful of our body and mind as they are right now. That is the I. And we will do 3 different syllabi of Om, A, Ma breathing for the energy, stabilization. And finally, we will be identifying that we are the universal consciousness as individual consciousness. Okay, that is the program. Okay, now we're going to do the second variety of spinal twist by placing the right hand on the left shoulder and left hand on the right shoulder. Sit tall. Now turn to the left all the way and turn the head over the left shoulder to the back. 3 breaths there. Come to the center and to the right. Twist the body to the right and head over the right shoulder to the back. Come to the center and lean back. Feel the lower lumbar spine is activated with the muscles. Let the head fall back and chin come up in the front. And now bend forward at the lower lumbar spine and take the head between the knees towards the feet as much as possible, and then come up. Okay. And now let go both hands and come and rest on the knees. 3 breaths. Important thing is do both sides of the body, deep breathe into the stretches and come to this movement and cultivate the presence, take it to the work. Okay. Now we'll do the third variety of spinal twist. Take the right hand, place it on the left hip on the front, and take the left hand to the back and go and touch the right hip in the back on the back. Okay, left hand. Now twist to the left side all the way and turn the head over the left shoulder to the back. Come to the center, change hands. Right hand goes to the back to the left hip and left hand comes to the front on the right hip. And twist the body to the right. There you go. So this is important to do in the morning time because it is something that you want to cultivate, uh, not only breath awareness but also spinal twist to wake you up, to make you feel like you are doing the exercise properly. Okay, so now we're going to go and do the head to neck. Okay, so you can see we are sitting straight and lift up the heels on the toes, both sides. Okay, and take a deep breath in as you do that, and go down and place the heels on the floor and lift up the toes as you breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Place the toes on the floor, heels on the floor, and now lift up the right foot up and extend the knee forward for the doing the knee exercise. Take the deep breath in as you come up. As you go down, breathe out. Do the same on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that is for the knee joint. Now we'll go for the hip. Clasp your hands and round them around the right knee. And as you breathe out, bring the right thigh to press on the abdomen by pushing the knee towards the abdomen. Breathe out when you bring the thigh to press on the abdomen. Breathe in and take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the 4 on the left side. Clasp them around the left knee. As you breathe out, bring the thigh to press on the abdomen. One more. Okay. So that is for the hip joint. Now we're going to go to the side of the abdomen. So let the hands hang on the side like this and lift up the right hand parallel to the ground at the shoulder level. Turn the palm upward and bring the right arm completely to touch the right ear. Right elbow is straight and right wrist is flat. Now bend to the right side as you breathe out and you breathe in, come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more, 2 more, last one. Lower the right hand down and place it on the side and lift up the left hand up and parallel to the ground. Turn the palm upward and bring the whole thing up to touch the right ear, left arm. Okay. Now bend to the right side. 1. Breathe in and come up. 3, 4 done. 4 more. 2 more. Okay, there you go. Okay. And now we're going to do something for the chest muscles, pectoral muscles. Place the left hand on the breastbone and right hand on the top of the left bone, and then release the right hand to the side by extending the elbow to the side, and palm is facing the camera. Now twist your body, turn your head to the right as you take a deep breath in. Take the hand all the way to the back. And as you breathe out, bring the hand slowly back to the chest. Do the same on the left side. Extend the hand to the side and twist the body as you take the deep breath in, and bring it back to the chest as you breathe out. 1. Right side. Left side. 2. 3. 4. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. There you go. So this is what you want to do for the pectoral muscles, chest muscles. Okay, now we come to the shoulder. Just shrug the shoulders, elevate them as you take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can do variety of shoulder one, but we will do only that for today. And now extend both hands to the side, palms facing up, elbows are straight. As you take the deep breath in, as you breathe out, bring the hands and fingers to touch the shoulders. 1, 2 for the elbows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that is for the elbows. Take 3 deep breaths before we go to the hands. Come back to your comfortable posture position to Sthira Sukham Asanam. Stable, comfortable, pleasurable movement is really assuming the posture. Okay, should be stable, should be comfortable, no pain. Now lift up both hands to the front so that the camera can see the hands and do up and down at the wrist. 1, 2, all fingers are open now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now tuck in the thumb and flex all the fingers on the thumb and make a good fist and do up and down at the wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now rotate to one side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now open the fist, make a fist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Okay. Okay, 3 breaths are done. Now we're coming to the neck. Look straight and let the chin raise in the front and fall back with the head to the back as you take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring the chin back to the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there you go. So this is neck up and down. Now to the side. Slowly breathe in and turn the head to the left. Now breathing out, bring it to the center. Be slow, deliberate, aware of the stretch in the neck. To the right. Breathe in. Very slow stretch. Okay. And breathe out and bring it to the center. Both sides are done. That is 1 rotation. 4 more we will do. To the left. Breathe in. And bring it to center. Breathing out. To the right. Three more. Two more. Okay, 1 more. Okay, that is side to side movement. Now we are going to bend the neck to the left shoulder and then to the right shoulder. Okay, okay. First do the left shoulder by taking the deep breath in and breathe out, come to the center. To the right. One done. Three more. Two more. Last one. Okay. Now move the head on the neck forward and backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So let's do the circumduction, rotating the head on the neck. First, breathe in and bring in the breathe out. Actually, breathe out and bring the chin to the chest. Now start breathing in and rotate over the left shoulder to the back and over the right shoulder to the front as you breathe out. Breathe in, go back. Breathe out, coming back to the center. 2, 3. Change the direction, the other direction. 3. Slow, deliberate, aware of the movement and the stretch and the tension. You do this 3 times a day, neck movements, and you don't have the neck stiffness or any neck problems. Okay. 3 deep breaths. Now we're going to switch to acupressure yoga for the face. Bend the right elbow and bring the right hand close to the right cheek and place it on the right cheek and press the right cheek and right cheek into the hand. 1, 2, 3. And do the same on the left side. That is acupressure yoga. You put pressure with your hands on the muscles, they get relieved from the tense that they have. And then now on the temples. You do this at the office, also you felt a lot of relief. Okay. 3 times. And now clasp both hands and the forehead, press into the hands and hands into the forehead. 1, 2, 3. On the top of the head. 1, 2, 3. On the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that is head to toe yoga that we did. And now we're going to go into some postures, right? Keep both your feet together as much as possible and lift up both hands, okay? And clasp them together and stretch the elbows to the front and show the hands to the camera. And now you're going to take them up all the way and raise your heels and be on the toes. Okay. Now stretch to the right side as much as possible. 3 breaths. Come to the center, to the left. Come to the center, lean back. Be on the toes, lift up both heels. And now come forward and bring the hands down and head between the knees in the front. Bend forward. And come up and keep your heels down. And now we're going to do what is called Garuda pose. Okay. So place the right foot down and lift up the left foot up and place the left thigh over the right thigh and wrap the left foot around the right ankle. Left foot around the right ankle. Now on the upstairs, right hand under the left hand, right elbow also under the left elbow. Now unwind both hands under the feet and come to the center. 3 breaths. And now left foot down, lift up the right foot and place the right thigh over the left thigh and wrap the right foot around the left ankle. And now left hand under the right hand, and elbow actually first left elbow is under the right elbow and then hand around the right wrist, left hand. Unwind and unwind the feet also and sit straight. And put both your feet wide apart and lift up both your hands, turn the palm outward and keep the elbow straight and bend forward at the lower lumbar spine and throw the head between the knees towards the floor and bring hands together in the back. Come up and keep your feet together. Okay? Let us do Gomukhasana. Keep your hands on the side and lift up right hand up parallel to the floor at the shoulder level. Turn the palm upward and bring the whole right upper extremity so that right arm touches the right ear. Now bend the elbow and place the hand on the top of the spine in the back. Okay? And then take the left hand from below towards the right hand, which is upstairs in the back. Try to reach. Sit straight. Release left hand, release the right hand. Now this time lift up the left hand up to the shoulder level, turn the palm up and bring the whole left upper extremity to touch the left ear. And bend the left elbow and place the left hand on the top of the spine and reach it from below with the right hand in the back. Sit straight. See? Release and relax. See, you can do a number of asanas just sitting in the chair. But if you do the correct technique and correct time and coordinated with the breath and your attention, you get a lot more. Okay. You don't have to jump up and down. You can sit down comfortably, do all these things. Okay, you can do it standing too, which I do sometimes, But I'm doing mostly in the chair because there are a lot of people who may not be able to do all this by standing. They may not have the balance or the strength. Okay. Now we're going to do Namaskara Mudra. Okay, all the way. And now take a deep breath in as the hands go in front of your face, way above your head, your elbows stretched all the way. Okay, and now breathe out and bring the hands behind your head. 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one. Bring it back to the chest. Okay, stay here. Now twist so that your left elbow goes to the back and up and right elbow comes to the front and low. You turn your head over the left shoulder to the back. Three breaths, come to the center, twist to the right side. Right elbow goes out and up in the back, and left elbow comes to the center in the front. Turn the head over the right shoulder to the back. Three breaths and come to the center. Okay. So we can do number of exercises like that. But today I'm going to talk around 9 o'clock. Um, our nervous system and the crisis we are within our system. There is no calmness. So I'm going to talk about that for about 45 minutes or so. Okay. So nervous system mastery. How can you be calm even in the demanding situations? Not by force, but by understanding what's going on within our system and what is the present state. And many people don't have the calmness of the nervous system. That's an asset. That's a real big deal. Okay. So remember that. Okay. Now we're going to go and do our breathing exercises. Okay. Starting with Kapalabhati, Agnisara, three bandhas. These three asanas they act on the abdominal wall. Our abdominal wall is used. So be careful. If you have anything abdominal issues, don't do this. Otherwise, you do them correctly by following the technique. Okay. Kapalabhati is forceful air as your abdominal wall goes into the spine. Okay. Like that. Okay. Around 60. Okay. You can do as many as you like. Okay. And now Agnisara, which is the metabolic stimulator, taking a deep breath in first, then blowing all the air out and not breathing anymore. Hold the breath after you exhale everything, right? And then holding the breath like that, move the abdominal up and down, like 20 times I will do. You can do as much as you want. Okay. Breathing in, come to normal. Okay. Now, three bandhas. As you breathe out, suck in the lower abdomen and keep it locked, and the upper abdomen, keep it locked, and chin to the chest, keep it locked. Keep that position for a few seconds. Few seconds will be okay. Okay. Now we'll do alternate nostril breathing. Okay. For that, prepare the right hand with both the index finger and middle finger at the base of the thumb. Use the thumb and the ring finger for closing alternate nostrils. We close the right nostril with the thumb first, gently. Don't have to push the nose all the way, just gently close the right nostril and close your mouth and take deep breath through the left nostril. Close it with the right ring finger and let go the thumb and open the right and breathe out through the open right nostril. Now take a deep breath through the right nostril, close it and open the left and breathe out through the left nostril. That is one cycle. 4 more cycles starting with the left. 2, there you go. That is alternate nostril breathing. Anuloma Viloma. Nadi Shodhana is another name for it because it cleans up all the nadis, energy channels. Okay. Now we're going to do Bumblebee, the Brahmari. Here you close your ears, eyes, and mouth. Breathe only through the nose. When you breathe in, breathing out, you do with a noise like a bumblebee. First, use your both thumbs to close ears and keep them closed. And keep the index and middle finger on the forehead. Close the eyes. Keep the ring fingers on the eyes gently. Let the little finger hang around the mouth. And now take a deep breath through the nose. Okay, you can do as long as you want. Recommended to do 5 to 15 minutes a day. Okay, this is a very good exercise. There you go. So now we're going to go to the A-U-Ma, which is Omkara broken up into A-U-Ma. These sounds, when uttered, A clears up the energy channels in the abdomen, U in the chest, Ma in the neck. Okay? Do it loudly. Don't watch me. As you breathing out, That is ah. Let's do oo 5 times. Okay, now ma. 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 There you go. Now let's do the Shambhavi Mudra for our U of the AEIOU system. A for awakeness, and E for energy, I for insight, O for Omkara, and we have come to the U for the universal consciousness, which is the inner being of ours. Realizing that is the ultimate about the yoga. You are not just the body, just the mind. They are there, they are your instruments, but animating both of them, giving life, is the inner spirit, the inner being. Okay. So for this, to identify, to affirm that, let's assume Chin Mudra of the both hands and then place them on the knees with the palms down. And now sit straight, tilt your head back a little bit, and close your eyes and keep the gaze in between the eyebrows and close the eyes completely. And then now take deep breaths through the nose. As you breathe in, say, "Who am I? I am this conscious being." When you breathe out, say, "I'm not just the body or mind, but they are my instruments." Koham, Soham, Veham, Naham is the Sanskrit mantra we do. Koham means who am I? Soham means I am that. So is the universal consciousness. Aham is my individual consciousness. That's part of it, not separate from it. And Deham means body mind complex. Naha means I'm not just that. They are mine, but I am not that. Okay? Now, as you breathe in, affirm that you are the conscious being. Really, really, I recognize that. And then when you breathe out, say, I'm not just the body and mind, they are my instruments. We'll do 5 of them. Koham, Soham, Deham, Naham. Who am I? I am the witnessing consciousness. I am not just the body or mind, they are my instruments. Koham, soham, deham, naham. Who am I? I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind, they are my tools. Koham, soham, deham, naham. Who am I? I am the conscious being. I am not just the body mind complex, they are my instruments. Koham, soham, deham, naham. Who am I? I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. They are my instruments. Koham, soham, deham, naham. I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. With that, we are done for today. And now I want to invite some of my other friends who are interested in this nervous system breakdown. And let me call them all. Hi, Sharmi. Hello, Chinaka. Hello, Sudha. Today, I want to talk about the nervous system mastery. See, this is the foundation of being proactively well. What it is the modern crisis is not a lack of information, right? It is a nervous system overload. Anybody from illiterate housewife to informatician to the doctors to the accountants, everybody is overwhelmed with information, right? So in this world of constant connectivity and relentless stimulation that never goes away, the stimulation is coming from all directions. Our bodies remain trapped in patterns of activation that were never meant to be sustained stimulation like that. Okay, so this what I'm going to talk about next few minutes explores the science-based principle of nervous system regulation and how mastering them transforms the leadership, decision making, and everyday well-being. Okay, that's what we are going to talk about. You will see. See, the problem is beneath the surface. Okay, modern professionals face an invisible epidemic, chronic nervous system activation. Right? Everybody going through this. Unlike physical injuries or obvious stressors, this condition operates silently, accumulating damage over weeks, months, or years. The core issue is not the presence of stress, it is the absence of resolution of that stress. Our ancestors, they experienced acute stress followed by clear recovery times, the periods. Today, we experience continuous low-grade activation with no natural endpoint. See, what are the missing elements here? One is no closure to daily stress cycles. People carry on the same thing again and again to the next day. They don't shut it off completely. They don't know how to do that. Other thing is they don't have any restoration practices that are intentional. You got to engage in the restoration. I do it every day. So everybody has to do that. Okay. So when I woke up in the morning, no stress, nothing carried from yesterday. Okay. It can be done. That's why I'm saying that. Okay. And then the third element that's missing is no protected space for nervous system recovery. People don't create those places in their life, and the work and other people may not be providing that. Okay. The result is, because see, three things, right? No closure to daily stress cycles, no intentional restoration practices, and no protected space. Stress cycle is not closed down. Restoration practice is not employed. And there is really no protected space, because from morning till evening, people are exposing themselves to stimulation. What is the result with these three missing elements? A baseline state of chronic activation, continuous activation that becomes the new normal. People think that's normal. You can go on like that. No need like that. Okay. So how your nervous system was designed to function, if you understand that, then you will be able to really look at that much better. The human nervous system, if you look at it, evolved for a specific pattern of operation, a rhythm that modern life fundamentally disrupted. That rhythm. Understanding the natural cycle is the first step toward restoration. What happens? There is a stimulus. That stimulus gives a response within you, and that response has to be resolution done, and it is done. And then you go into the rest. But we are staying at the stimulus and response, stimulus and response. We are not going into the resolution of the response and resting from all that. So stimulus, response, resolution, and rest. These four steps is how our nervous system functions. Okay, that is as simple as that. What happens if your nervous system is not regulated, or your nervous system activation, which is happening all the time, you are not able to regulate your nervous system. Okay, so what unregulated nervous system activation steals from you are: one is physical depletion, chronic fatigue. A lot of people don't know why they are fatigued, even though they are eating, they are resting, they are exercising, and all that, they are fatigued. The physical depletion, chronic fatigue that rest does not resolve, is what you accumulate, right? And the body burns through the so many resources, maintaining unnecessary activation. Because you're prolonging, you are never going to the rest, right? That's why the stimulation continuously going on, it robs you all the energy. That's why you feel that physically energy is depleted. And then cognitive decline, that also happens because people don't have the mental clarity, because so many things are coming up, not to an organized way. So an overactive nervous system that diverts all your resources from what is important, what is clear for you, to all sorts of distributed things at a time. So that also helps you not to think clearly. Thereby, the cognitive decline happens. Mechanical mind, Krishnamurti called. And then there is this emotional volatility. It's a heightened reactivity and reduced emotional regulation. Both happens. They kind of, okay, let me say this.
A retreat where there will be science and spirituality.
This Instagram hang up on me. Let me restart it. One moment. Suddenly that hung up, that Instagram. Maybe 1 hour is over. That's why it is like that. Okay. I restarted it. Hopefully the people are there. They'll come back. So when you have a nervous system that is not regulated because of constant activation, that steals your physical energy and cognitive decline and also emotional volatility. You go up and down, right? That's not good. And also you have the burnout risk. Progressive, progressive um, deterioration of resilience and performance. So this is the progressive deterioration is because of the uh, constant stimulation. Your performance will go down because you are not actually exhibiting anything, right? So anyway, it all leads to the physical decline, cognitive decline, emotional volatility, into burnout risk. That is what a lot of people I see. They don't have any regulation. Whereas I'm enjoying blissful silence, they are enjoying the constant stimulation, overload. Okay. So, what do you want to do in these times? The first principle is I could keep it very simple. Okay. Regulate the input. Don't load yourself with unnecessary activation continuously. No need. Okay, so not all data deserve entry into your awareness. Silence. Silence restores nervous system stability. Okay, do you practice silence? Do you want to get silent for a while? That is the important thing that you want to understand. So, the first principle is block out all that is coming at you. You necessarily don't have to take it in. No intimations, no notifications, no messages, nothing, or you want to see internet maybe twice a day. So that is the first principle. Regulate the input. Okay? Your nervous system treats information as stimulus, requiring a response. Right? Every notification, headline, or conversations, they trigger a uh, micro activation in your mind, and the cumulative effect creates um, persistent low level stress, actually stress. Okay, so regular input means becoming intentional. Remember that word, about what reaches your nervous system. You want to be in charge of what it is, what is intentional for you, what is that you want to do. Okay, that's the first principle. Second principle is complete the thought. Whichever thought you have, make it to the fruition, complete it to the end. You don't even stay on the thought, you allow the other thought come in, then that thought that is not completed kind of settles down in your subconscious, and also it kind of goes on repeating itself and then fortifies itself. So incomplete thoughts, they function as open loops in your nervous system. That is the default system you are creating for yourself, even though it is not really welcome. Okay. For example, somebody insulted you, and you take that insult and go on chewing on it, go on feeling about it. You allow your ego to respond to it in a way that is a loop system, and that unconscious thinking, allowing that, will come. So it's called samskaras in Sanskrit, um, ingrained thoughts, we call it, and they fortify themselves and they are not going to anywhere. That's why you are not able to get rid of them, right? Not only on the ones that are pleasant or non pleasant, both are equally, they form the same thing. So if you want to improve something, you want to be positive about it, you want to get the good information about it, that's all okay. But if it turns negative, then it becomes a problem for you. Okay. The practice is take a thought to its completion. Write them down fully, speak them, and make a decision rather than endlessly deliberating. Okay, That is a very important thing. This is something yoga teaches us because we are not in thought, but we are in thoughtless awareness, yogis. And that's why I can be aware of a situation without allowing the stimulus go in me and cause a response and also stay there completely. Something is done because when you want to be in awareness and you thought intentionally, no entry to the things that I don't need. You understand? So being awareness is what I talk about every day, right? Get up in the awareness, don't allow the thought engine to go on like that, and be in awareness, which is thoughtless, and observe the thoughts. Who is observing? Your conscious being, your witnessing consciousness. This is called Sakshi Bhuta in our Sanskrit. Sakshi means witness. Bhuta means element, really looking at the thoughts separate. So your awareness is ahead of your thought. You are aware of your thoughts. That means what? Your awareness ahead of your thoughts. So be in the awareness and use the thought intentionally and end thought completely. This is what I say all the time. It's not just a something impossible. It is something that you want to orient towards. So the second principle is complete the thought. Whatever you are doing, pay complete attention and attend to ending that too. Let that go. That is non-clinging I talk about all the time. So be in awareness, you thought intentionally and don't cling on to the thought, let it go. Okay? It's very difficult in the beginning, but once you start to do that, it will be much better. And then one of the things that can really help you, very simple, is the breath. See, if you have breath that is slow and deep, is the most accessible tool for everybody for nervous system regulation. This is the most accessible tool. Okay, so focus on the breath, and you are thinking about it. Switch your attention to the breath and take deep breaths. And if it's not something that you want to do, you want to think about, you want to live, you say you eliminated all the input. That's the first step, right? And second step is whatever comes into you, there is a thought you want to complete. So, and the third step is slow the breath and let the thoughts slow down. Let the thought come to one. Then you can deal with one thought. Okay? And then the fourth principle is enter the stillness. Enter the stillness. That is the one that you want to really uh, focus on. Once you are ending each thought, stillness is already there. That's why in yoga they say chitta vritti nirodha. That means modifications of the mind as it goes into a different thought. That is all brought to still. Not that you become stupid, not that you become less clever, but you rather become highly intelligent of observing what's going on in your nervous system and taking control of it. First of all, pay attention to the breath, prolong the breath, slow it down, and you see thoughts going down. Then you will come to one thought, stay with that one thought at least 120 seconds. That is dhyana. And then that leads you into already existing stillness. Okay? Thus, it's not something you create, it is something you allow. It is the nervous system natural state when unnecessary activity ceases. That's the important thing. Unnecessary activity both from outside and inside. So modern life conditions us to equate stillness with unproductivity. But this is a profound misunderstanding. They think it is unproductive when you become still. Stillness is where integration happens. It's where nervous system process accumulated experiences and consolidates your learning and restores baseline function. Without regular stillness, you operate from an increasing dysregulated state. So the practice requires no special technique. Sit without agenda. Let thoughts settle. allow the body to unleash held tension, all the tension, right? Even 5 minutes of genuine stillness, they provide measurable nervous system benefits. You can see them. You feel better, you understand better, and you'll be doing better. Okay, do this all, and then you'll be much better off. Okay, so what is this stillness going to do for the leadership is something I want to mention here. The leadership impact. What changes when your nervous system stabilizes? This is something I teach for the servant leadership course, servant leadership training for the leaders, is how to stabilize their nervous system on a regular basis. Okay, if you can do that, that will be much better for you. So how do you do that? So enhanced clarity will be there for you, and you can make the decision because of the clarity, better superior decision making, and you have the emotional stability. You're not going after everything, you're very emotional all that. And then you have developed authentic resilience. Okay, that is the important thing to understand. You will develop an authentic resilience. See, all these things happen to people who are really practicing this. Okay, so why don't you begin your nervous system mastery journey today? Implement the daily reset protocols. Join the proactive wellness movement, which I started, which I'm actively advocating to people. And you can join my live training this Saturday at 9 o'clock my time, where I will take this on Zoom, and I will present more stuff on this and then give you live training and see what you can do with yourself. I think this is a good service if you can do that. Okay, so that's what I was trying to tell you. And there will be more information at bapal.io, which is my new website. Okay, we'll go there and find out some things. Okay, so anybody has any questions on that? Sharmi, what do you think?
Um, it was not, I was trying to note down the steps. Yeah, it is, I'm looking forward for the Saturday one so that I have a live practice. And the breathing had helped me.
Yeah.
Being a part of,
Yeah.
it had helped me a lot. And today also there was a discussion on the menopause group, like most of them only have selected fatigue. And nobody knows the reason for the fatigue is underlying continuous thoughts process. Everyone agrees they have the mind chatter.
Yeah.
So it is
No,
always
it is a universal.
People are not identifying it.
Yeah. It's a universal. Yeah, it's not the universal. And also, see, fundamental difference is West thought, I think, therefore I am. So this is the wrong step even Indians are also getting into. Whereas the ancient talked about, no, thoughts happen in your awareness. So you are awareness. You are the pure awareness, So if you can land up in the awareness and stay there, this constant thinking will not be there. But people are not aware of awareness. So because they're kind of said, oh, your thinking is you, your personality, your ego that's made up from the thought is you. That's a misconception that's going on thousands of years now. But before them, for thousands of years, the culture was, how can you be simple in your outward life and be quiet within you and identify that inner Sat Chit Anand that is there already, but you are not allowing it to come through. That is what I was talking about always, the blissful thing, blessing for me and everybody who is a human being is to turn inward and allow the thought patterns to subside. And when you achieve that stillness, chitta vritti nirodha, then your real self comes out. It's like all the darkness, all the clouds are coming on the sun. The sun is already there, but it is just obstructed by the clouds. So we kind of catch the clouds as the real, not forgetting about the sun. Sun is like that awareness. Get it? So what I want to do on Saturday is engage you in personal practice of what you are doing and validate that. It's not a judgment about anybody. Everybody going through the same thing. Okay? But, so it's not like one is exempt out, but some of us are fortunate to realize that and keep silent and calm. Right? Other people have not able to do that. That's all. Once they learn that, once they implement these things in their life, they'll be much better. How about you, Shalu? What do you think?
It also triggers shivering and other things, no? If
Yeah,
it
yeah.
touches you, yeah.
That means you lost it. When you are shivering, that means you are already in our system that is dysregulated. And that is leading to stress and burnout. You see, that's why you want to understand thinking is important. It's a good faculty for us, but it doesn't have to be on its own. Say, suppose somebody wants to take control of you, you don't want to allow it. You want to control it. But your own mind is going all over. You don't have any idea about it. That actually worsens a lot of metabolic conditions and also creates a lot of stress hormones that aggravate your anxieties, depression.
Yeah.
Not only that, also
we are not aware of it. Also, it is very subtle. It starts more subtle in the body until it becomes, like shivering. It doesn't show up, no, doctor.
Okay, don't describe. Experience it. You describe. You think I want to tell everybody. That's not the issue. The issue is how is my system is regulated. How much blissful silence I am experiencing. That is the standard. Measure that, and then don't have to put yourself down either. But you say, I want to be blissful. I want to be silent. I don't have to go out and shout at everybody, oh, be silent. Okay? It's good to be silent. That will come through everybody. Okay? So once you begin to theorize, make something like a lesson and all that, then you are engaging your thought again in that. You see, Sharmi?
Anxiety is also part of it, doctor.
Not anxiety. Anxiety is not a part of it. Anxiety is because of this. Because you're allowing the thought take over you, and you see, anxiety is nothing but continuously going on the same thought. Like I always use that simile where you are sitting in a rocker. And you're rocking. How much rocking you are not going to move from that place, right? You see, remember that. That's a very good example. Rocker, the same thought you are going to go in a cyclical loop, right? That is what is happening to modern people is they don't know how to restore after the thought, let the thought go and then stay in the silence. Shalini, you were going to say something, and then Shalini talked about it.
It's Dr. It's just that just now this electricity went off. It's all dark here. So, yeah, Dr. It's very difficult to, for me, or maybe for most of the people, to manage the stress, timings, everything, the other day also I couldn't explain the number of calls and then my sugar comes to 40. And then I have to keep on eating to bring it because it doesn't come up all of a sudden. And then you are late, your commitments, talks, everything is not able to manage, and yes, this causes a lot of stress to me.
No, the lot of metabolic conditions, they get worse with this constant thinking. Okay, that is a very subtle thing. And then say first, what is the first step I talked about? Regulate the input. Whatever is coming from outside, you can easily regulate that. You only have to have intention about it. Okay, so today sit down and say, what is the unnecessary thing I'm allowing into my mind? Okay. And then you can say, okay, unnecessary emails. I don't want to look at it all the time. Unnecessary, even the blood sugar input that you want to look at, that's unnecessary all the time. It has only have to give you where the trend is. Otherwise, you are worrying about the number, that itself is getting worse. Okay, so, so I wrote that book, Beyond the Numbers. By the way, group, I'm going to do this diabetic control beyond the numbers webinar on February 28th. Okay, it's a 1 hour webinar, and it is going to be on the on the
it's a very good book, Dr. Rao. Yeah. I'm not a good reader, but then I took some time. I wanted to get
original book is now ready, and I mean the ones I sent you is only a manuscript, right? There are so much editions and all that done. That is ready. It will be on the Amazon that you can buy. That's fine. But the people who are going to attend this webinar, they will get complimentary book of that. It's going to be $27. That's the even price for everybody. No changes for that in India and this one. That will give me a lot of headache. So whoever wants to come, they can pay and come. But they get this book as a gift, and also they will see me discussing this whole thing in the webinar. And that webinar will be repeated several times, so that many people are turning into diabetes just by not being aware of what to eat, what not to eat, and how to exercise, how to sleep, and most importantly, how to calm their mind. These are the 4 pillars I talk about. Sudha, these are the things that you want to observe. I will talk to you personally again. But then you call me right after this one, then I will discuss this for you and see what you can do with it. Okay?
Okay, doctor.
Yeah. So it's a question of understanding our way of life. Nutrition is important. Exercise is important. Rest is important. But the 4th one, which I am really importantly learned from the ancient wisdom, is calming the mind. I don't just talk, I live it. You know what happens? After you achieve this stillness and silence, you can go to so much of input. Like I talk to you guys, right? All of you guys, and then all that is information coming to me. But how do I handle it has changed. I absorb a lot of information without that settling down in my system. Sharmi, listen to that closely. You can expose information, but not let it set. You have to learn how to let go after each thought. And if you can understand that, then information is information, you can use it, but don't let it settle down in your brain. That is the way yogic way of not clinging onto the information is important. Okay? So, next Saturday, 9 a.m. my time, 8:30 p.m. your time, Indian time. You guys, this is going to be casual, free, and just we will discuss. But then 28th is the one which is going to be on the Zoom, and active participation is required. And also, we may lead into a workshop where people can really experience their own difficulties, so that everybody can learn from that. It's not a question of ego issue. That's another thing too. There is no ego involved. This is a problem of everybody. Okay? Only thing is, I was able to look at it, understand it, and solve it, and then be better because of it. You get it? Sharmin, Shalu, do you get it?
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor.
Yeah. So it's a, tell me anything. You want to ask me any questions?
Doctor, after this class, maybe if you're free, I can just give you pass on a number of a person, and then you and Bharaniji can connect what you had asked me to do.
Okay, sure.
So I have done that.
Sure. Because we already have kind of that preparation is done for the webinar, and then we have the book also ready to be distributed, and whoever pays, they'll automatically get the download, and they can study and come, or they can take it at the workshop. And main thing is, how can they understand?
Let us have a poster. Sorry to interrupt, Dr. Rao, and then I would like that poster to be put right.
Yeah, that's the landing page. Yes. Yeah, landing page.
I was talking about posters, about the webinar.
Yeah, that is called landing page. Okay, in the landing page, you will have opportunity to sign up for the webinar and all that. The information about the webinar. I know what you're talking about. I will send you that. Okay, we call it landing page. You are calling poster. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and the branch is ready to speak to you, Dr. Rao.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, so that I'll connect to the right person.
Yeah, okay. I will give you a call after the conference, after I talk to Sudha. Okay?
No problem. And I would like to apologize for not keeping the time, Dr. Rao. I'm really not able to manage it. This is my problem. But then it is with everyone.
Remember, I don't cling on to things like that.
No, but then it is every day happening, Dr. Rao.
I know.
I
will talk to you about punctuality and how to keep it up, because that's a pretty big stress in people's life. Okay, so I am punctual because I want to be punctual. I want to be ahead of the time. Okay, it can happen if you have that intention, but the other thing is everybody's time is valuable, so it's like a disrespect. I remember I was in 80s. I was in a first hospital in Chicago, right? And there were a lot of Indian doctors there, and I was the only doctor who has a sense of punctuality. And all the Americans who are attending the meetings, they came on time. And these are the people who are coming late for no reason because they don't care. I used to be so angry with them, and then I made them punctual out of them. Because I was the chief doctor, right? So I have the boss, and then they are kind of disrespecting not only me, but also the other Americans professionals, because we used to call what's called multidisciplinary rounds. So there is a nurse, there is a pharmacist, there is a therapist, there is a speech therapist, like that, speech, and all those people are there, like 10 people are there. Everybody came on time. But Indian doctor who is supposed to be with that ward, he was not. Why? Because our culture also breeds like this. Nothing. We can be like that. That's not nice. And that's also not good also for you, because it will have repercussions. Next time, they won't make you an appointment with you if you make like that, So you have to understand time is important. Other people.
Dr. Rao, I should know to say no to people who are calling me unnecessarily for the appointments. That is where I'm lagging behind with all the.
Now, Shalu, I will tell you what the tricks, how to be, how to also not accumulate stress because of this. Okay, other people make their own things as emergencies because they are neglecting them in the right time. So I will teach you some things you understand, then you will have less stress because of that. Okay, so what it is when I say something about something, that time is allocated for that, and that is taken away. It reloads into the next thing. See, that's why you got to be sensitive about it. Otherwise, don't make an appointment. Or if you are not able to make the appointment, call ahead and tell them I'm not able to do that. That's the way to do these things. I will talk to you more detail about it, But this is something, when you work with me, you got to be punctual, because I'm going to be punctual. If you are not punctual, then you are interrupting unnecessary thoughts and all those things for us, So it's something I saw from the 1980s till now. Indians, for some reason, they think that's okay to be fashionably late, or that's okay to be not on time. Even for these meetings, you guys have to show up from the beginning till the end. Otherwise, you are making me repeat it again and again, which is not really nice, So you got to be, if you are sincere about learning something, go there sincerely. Whoever it is, not only just me. If you are not sincere, Don't have to. Janet, my friend here, she is always punctual. Always, almost always. She's 69 like me, I'm 71. We are punctual because we respect other people's time also. See, that is something I don't know why. You know what? Yogis are very punctual. Do you know that? First of all, they don't make appointments that easily. And if they make appointment, that has to be taken seriously by anybody because they are going to share something very valuable to you. So you got to respect that. You got to give that, regard for them. They are grannies there. So even if I want to listen to somebody and all that, I will give that importance to that. So it's a question of being careful about that and then bringing our attention to it. Then it will be okay now. Otherwise, if it's not important for you, don't make a. That's another thing too. What I said, regulate your input. How does it come? How do you regulate? First of all, if you have a purpose in your life, that is the thing you want to work on. And then second thing is, okay, my purpose is this. I want to do that way. Then organize your mind around your real purpose. Rest of them don't give any time. That way you can make your life simpler, meaningful, purposeful. Make sense?
Right, Dr. I don't know. Managing the calendar has become very difficult, Dr. For me now.
That's why in the calendar, what are the important, purposeful things for you? What are not? You want to go after all the things. Oh, I want to please this person. That is not the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Suppose you call me for and I'm something really important teaching. I'm here with somebody. I'm not going to pay attention to you. It's as simple as that. Because I'm sincere about this person seeking me some help and I'm talking to that person, then everybody else is kind of not in there. Otherwise, I cannot really do justice to the person I'm trying to work with. My patient time is very valuable. Sometimes they come 3-6 months later because that's the only social contact they have. And when they come, they want to ask so many things. We have to give complete attention to them. So this is something of my teaching to the young doctors that you have to be sincere about giving your service to your patient from the heart, completely. Okay, don't think about the other cases or don't care about what's coming up. None of it. If you can learn that in any profession, you are better off. Okay. Anyway, I don't cling on to those things. I say, oh, this person did not maintain a meeting. That's it. I walk away from it. Next time when I go, I completely focus. So I don't hang on to things like you guys do. That's a big relief. That's the first principle I talked about here is regulate your input. That is under your control. Okay, you have to deliberately think about it and employ that. Half the job is done. Because modern life is throwing so much at us. Information overload. That is what it is. Okay? Then focus on what is important for you, what is meaningful for you, and give complete attention to it. So what is my formula? Wake up in awareness. Spend time all day in attention to everything. And attention is only one thing at a time. Okay? And then at the end of the day, vacate your mind and go to sleep. If you do these three every day, you are better off. Okay. So I will stop here now. And if you have any other questions, I will stop here and then we will talk about this in more detail on Saturday. Okay. I will call you, Shalu, later. First, I will talk to Sudha and then I will talk to you later. Okay.
Sure, Doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll episode till 9 p.m. on Saturday. No?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Confirming.
That is my time. Your time is 8:30 p.m.
8:30 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Bye bye, Janet. I'll talk to you later.